When people think about serial killers, most imagine dangerous men hiding in the dark. But history tells a different story. Some of the most shocking crimes were committed by women who looked kind, calm, and harmless. They were mothers, nurses, wives, and even caretakers. People trusted them. No one expected them to be capable of such terrible acts. This is what made their crimes even more frightening. They did not look like killers. They lived normal lives, smiled at neighbors, and gained trust easily. But behind that normal life, they were hiding dark secrets that no one could imagine. Today, we are looking at 5 of the most shocking female serial killers in history. Their stories are disturbing, emotional, and hard to believe. Case 1, Aileen Wuornos, the Highway Killer. The first case is about Aileen Wuornos, one of the most well-known female serial killers. Aileen had a very difficult childhood. She grew up in a broken home and faced many problems from a young age. As she became an adult, she started living on the streets and worked as a sex worker to survive. Between 1989 and 1990, she killed 7 men in Florida. She said that the men tried to harm her, and she acted in self-defense. But investigators believed that the killings were planned. She used a gun and often took money and belongings from her victims. Her crimes spread fear along highways where the victims were last seen. After a long investigation, police finally arrested her. Her case became widely known, and many people followed the trial closely. In the end, she was sentenced to death. Her story is still discussed today because of her troubled past and the questions around her actions. Case 2, Elizabeth Báthory, the Blood Countess. The second case goes back many years to a woman known as Elizabeth Báthory. She lived in Hungary during the late 1500s and early 1600s. At that time, she was part of a powerful and wealthy family. From the outside, she lived a life of luxury. But inside her castle, terrible things were happening. She was accused of harming and killing many young girls who worked as servants. Witnesses later spoke about what they saw, and many stories described cruel treatment. Some reports claimed she killed a very large number of victims over time. Eventually, authorities investigated the case. Even though people around her were punished, she herself was locked away instead of being executed. Her story became one of the most famous cases in history and is still talked about even today. Case 3, Nannie Doss, the Smiling Killer. The third case is about Nannie Doss, a woman who appeared friendly and cheerful to everyone around her. People called her kind and easy to talk to. But behind that smile was a very dark truth. Over many years, she poisoned several people close to her. This included her husbands and even members of her own family. Doctors first believed the deaths were due to natural causes. But after more deaths had happened, suspicions started to grow. Eventually, investigators tested the bodies and found poison. This led to her arrest. When questioned, she confessed to her crimes. Her case shocked many people because she had been living a normal life while hiding such a terrible secret. Case 4, Belle Gunness, the Black Widow. The fourth case is about Belle Gunness, one of the most mysterious female killers. Belle lived in the United States and owned a farm. She placed ads looking for men who wanted to marry her. Many men came to meet her, bringing money with them. But something strange started to happen. The men who visited her never returned. Neighbors began to notice unusual activity, and later, investigators searched her property. They discovered human remains buried on her land. It is believed that Belle killed many people over time, mainly for money. Some reports suggest the number of victims could be very high. Even more mysterious is what happened to her in the end. Some believe she died in a fire, while others think she escaped and lived under a different name. Her story remains one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries. Case 5, Amelia Dyer, the Baby Farmer Killer. The fifth case is about Amelia Dyer, a woman whose crimes shocked people in England. During her time, there was a practice called baby farming, where women were paid to take care of unwanted children. Amelia used this system in a terrible way. Instead of caring for the children, she killed many of them. For years, she continued this without being caught. Eventually, bodies were found, and investigators connected them to her. Evidence showed that she had been responsible for many deaths. She was arrested and later confessed to her crimes. Her case shocked the public and led to stronger laws to protect children. Why female serial killers are different. Female serial killers are less common than male serial killers. Studies suggest they make up a smaller number of total cases. Many female killers do not use direct violence. Instead, they often use methods like poison. This allows them to avoid suspicion for a long time. Some target people they know, such as family members or patients. This makes it harder for others to suspect them at first. Because of this, many female serial killers are able to continue their crimes for years before being caught. The fear behind their stories. These cases created fear not just because of the crimes, but because of who committed them. These women were trusted. Some were mothers, some were caregivers, and some were seen as kind people. This made their actions even more shocking. It showed that danger does not always come from strangers. Sometimes, it comes from people who seem safe and normal. The role of investigation and time. Many of these cases were solved only after years of investigation. In older times, police did not have modern tools like DNA testing. Investigators had to rely on small clues, witness statements, and careful observation. Today, with better technology, many old cases are being solved. This gives hope that even the hardest cases can be understood one day. These 5 cases show a truth that is hard to accept. Not every dangerous person looks frightening. Some look kind, calm, and trustworthy. That is what makes these stories so disturbing. These women lived normal lives while hiding terrible secrets. Their stories remind people to be careful and aware, because sometimes the most shocking truths are hidden behind the most ordinary faces. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel for more true crime stories. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload.